Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My heart is like beating really fast because this is something that you have all asked me about over and over again, and I've kind of purposely just like avoided the question except for like a little bit on stories. But I really wanted to sit down and talk to you guys about why we haven't gone for baby number 2 yet. I've been trying to get to a place where I'm like feel comfortable opening up. That is the hardest thing about being a blogger. The more that I go on this journey, the harder sometimes it is to just like be honest and open up about things. Keep reminding myself that the reason that I created this Instagram and this blog to begin with is to be personal. Our plans were always to have 2 kids, and we always wanted to have 2 kids close in age. So to start at the beginning, when I got pregnant with Hudson, I had a full-time job. I had health insurance, I had set hours, I had a maternity leave. So Matt was always a freelancer and I was always working a full-time job. And then after I had Hudson, I went back to work and decided that I just could not leave him. Like, he was 5 months old and I had this blog, and it was always like something that I dreamt of doing full-time but never did. And then I decided to just go for it. But suddenly my schedule was not set. It was just chaos. So there's Matt freelancing, there's me freelancing. We're both trying to figure out our schedule. So that was the first thing, is just that the way that our income and schedules were set up totally shifted from when we had Hudson. The other big thing that happened is Hudson had like really bad separation anxiety, and then he also didn't walk until 18 months. There was like a long time where I was really nervous. Like, I'm gonna tear up because it was like a really trying time in my life, just being so nervous, and he was my first kid and it was just really scary. I was taking him to doctors, trying to figure out like why. Once I noticed that Hudson was like physically delayed and developing different than other kids, it like overtook me. I just felt so anxious about it. Like, what could I do to make it better? What could I do to help him? What did I do wrong? Like, I just had such horrible thoughts about it. And at the same time that all of that was going on, my blog was growing so much and I was getting so much work that so I had all these deadlines to get done, and I was just like shaky. Like, I just couldn't take a breath. And then I went to a therapist for a few months, and she basically helped me help myself. She was like, get Hudson in daycare. Like, if he's in for 2 days, get him 4. You shouldn't feel guilty. Like, your mental health is so important. So I took him to a PT, we got him walking, he was in daycare, the anxiety got better, like, and then everything seemed like it was like just getting better. But then it was just really hard with Matt and I. We were just like in this cycle where we were both parenting together and managing finances together and doing all this stuff together, but we weren't really connected at all. And then after that, we were going into having this renovation that we're working on right now. Make sure to subscribe because there's a renovation update that's coming next week. And there's gonna be a lot more renovation updates. So make sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. But yeah, so then we were moving and renovating, and it's like life just got in the way. My life plans and what I personally want is to have another baby. Like, that's what I want. And so many of you, like, not in a mean way, but so many people message me every week asking me this question of like, where's baby number 2? And like, it hurts me. Every inch of me like wishes that I was with all my friends that had babies with me. They have another one now, all of them. And I look at them and I feel a little sad that like I didn't get to go through that with them the second time. It makes me feel selfish in a lot of ways. Like, I couldn't put my life on hold to create this life, you know? And it is, in some ways it is selfish. I would love to be pregnant right now. I would love to have a second child, but it just like wasn't in the cards at the time in my plan that I thought that I would have a second child. Your life plans, like what you thought your life like should be, just throw it out the window. Like, it's such an extra stress to put that on yourself and say like, I have to have 3 kids by this age, or my kids have to be this far apart, because like there were definitely months where I was like screw my anxiety, like I'm just gonna go for it. I want this other baby, like I'm just gonna go for it. But then the thought of like how much worse things would get if I just went for it really held me back. And now looking back on it, I can say that I'm so happy that I didn't just like impulsively get pregnant because I had baby fever. Like that's so crazy to me, just to feel this like idea that I thought I needed. Life doesn't always go according to plan, and that's the beauty of it. So I hope that this is like just giving you a little sigh of relief. So hopefully I will get to my point soon enough. And if you're never at your point and you don't want any kids, or you don't want a second one, or you want 8, like it's all good. Like you have to live your life according to what makes you calm and you happy, and just like stay in your own lane and just put the blinders on, which I know is so hard with social media. Turn the blinders on. Focus on your own happiness. Focus on what feels good in here. And just know that like in the end, if you focus on your own self-preservation, that you're gonna feel better. Thank you guys so much for watching, and make sure to subscribe and leave me a comment if you have any thoughts on this, because I just love hearing from all of you and I love talking to you guys about this topic. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.